Hello everyone, my name is Agiar2000 and welcome to The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Possibly one of the most popular Zelda games of all time. I know for a good while, for many years after it came out in 1998, it was topping the lists of best game of all time. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get right to it. The first 3D Zelda game making full use of the capabilities of the new Nintendo 64 system. Now, for this playthrough, I'm going to, the intention is to 100% the game. I want to collect every item. I want to open every chest. I want to find every secret grotto. I want to speak with every gossip stone, collect all 100 gold Skulltula tokens, collect all 36 pieces of heart. You know the drill. Everything like that I can do. I want to get all that. I want to buy all the limited supply bomb chews, etc. So, and in addition to that, I want to get all that done as early in the progression in the sequence of main dungeons as I can, without doing any of the dungeons out of order. So there's a standard order in which to do all the main dungeons, and by main dungeons I mean any dungeon that has a dungeon map for it. So that would include things like the ice cavern, but it would not include things like the Gerudo training ground. And so I want to take all those in order in such a way that I can clear them out as much as I can, and I want to clear out everything that I can, or collect everything I can as early in that sequence as possible. So if it's something I could save until after the Fire Temple, for example, but I could potentially get it before the Fire Temple, I want to get it before. With another exception is I don't want to do I don't want to do tricks that are too difficult. If there's like an unintended way you can do like a fancy backflip and just barely manage to land on the edge corner of a roof and get some piece of heart earlier than was developer intended, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to go straight for things kind of the straightforward way. Anyway, here we are with the scene with them showing off the beautiful 3D graphics that we're now capable in the Nintendo 64, far, far beyond the capabilities of the old Super Nintendo. Hello! Wake up! The great Deku tree wants to talk to you. Agiar2000, get up! Hey! Come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Let's see. So, this was... You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. Kokiri Forest. Yahoo! Hi, Agiar2000. And that's our childhood friend, Saria. Alright, so let's first take a look at the map, what we have so far. Kokiri Forest. This is our quest status. Everything's empty. Over here we have equipment. We've got our Kokiri Tunic. and which is just very basic. It's the only tunic we can wear as a child. And the Kokiri boots, which we will be using all the way through the end game with few exceptions for special cases. Kokiri boots are nice and light and have good traction. We have no sea items yet. Wow, a fairy! Link's, or Agiar2000's being like, I don't know, it's funny looking to me. Finally, a fairy came to you, Agiar2000. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Agiar2000. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. Okay. Let's see. So we got the tunic and boots. Now we need a sword and shield. The shield we can get by buying it for 40 rupees. So we need rupees. So there are a few little tricks here. In the training grounds, it teaches you how to do certain moves. Yeah, like backflips. And if you do them right, I don't know what triggers it and what doesn't. You can get rupees from backflipping while facing these rocks. There we go. I got a blue one for that one. Blue ones are worth 5. What? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. Yeah, I'll do that when I'm good and ready. I don't know what triggers... So, okay, there we go. Sometimes you just have to try it a few times. My last playthrough, I managed to get them each on my first try, so I don't know what causes it and doesn't. But anyway, let's get our sword. This is, it is... Ooh, hello. Most Zelda games do not start you with a sword, even though you use a sword quite a lot throughout the games. Nothing back there? Okay. I think the only exception so far has been Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Or only main sequence one, anyway. You got the Kokiri sword on the equipment subscreen. Select it with the cursor and equip it with A. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. I will. So now, this is the last moment we will ever not have a sword equipped. Boom. Now we permanently have a sword equipped. And the Kokiri sword is the only one we can have equipped as a child. Okay. So there are a couple of little tricks that they don't mention in the game, like rolling. Rolling straight forward is faster than just running. I wasn't sure about that until I tested it, because when you roll, you obviously move faster initially, but then you move slower at the end of the roll when you're standing up. So I wasn't sure if it would work out to a net benefit when you're in a hurry to just roll. But indeed it does. You are faster overall rolling. Okay. Now this sign tells you about thrusting. Boom. So if you thrust it, you get a blue rupee for demonstrating that you're paying attention. So we got that. There are a few secret rupees just kind of mixed around. I think this is a really good means of the game for like teaching you the basics. It kind of forces you to play around for a while, to explore, to just mess around with the controls and mess around with the environment, so that you can collect enough rupees to buy the Deku Shield, which we now have. We have the rupees needed for it. Alright, so those are the chests we get from Mido's house. We can get even more rupees. We can hold up to 99 at the beginning of the game. Green rupees and rocks. There's a good one. Okay, I got the ones over here. Okay. Now there's one over here. I think there's one behind Saria's house as well. Now, in my last session, this is actually my second recording session. My first recording session, ooh, very nice. Green rupees and grass. Yeah, I accidentally did not configure my microphone properly ahead of time. I didn't properly test it ahead of time, so I got game audio but no voice audio, and so I had to throw away that recording. But in that recording, I went and talked to everybody and really took in the atmosphere. But now I'm kind of tired of that, so I won't be doing it quite the same. I'm going to be speeding a little bit through the game on this playthrough, at least for this first session. Blue rupee after bridge. Okay, so yes, there is, you could have seen it from below. There is a blue rupee out at the end of this little path here. And blue rupee from jumping on squares. Trying to line it up well. There we go. There we go. Blue rupee in twin house. Okay, so this is the house of the twins. And there is a hidden blue rupee in the shop. Ooh, I got another blue rupee by jumping across those platforms from the twin house to the store. I don't always get that. Alright, so I'm actually close to the maximum right now. Let's get that Deku shield. You got a Deku shield. Switch to the equipment subscreen and select the shield. Press A to equip it. Press R to crouch and defend. If you press R while Z targeting, you can move while defending. Nothing else right now, thank you. Actually, on second thought, I will buy some Deku nuts. You got a Deku nut. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to C left, C down, or C right. Set it to C and try throwing it. It will flash and stun the enemy. Okay. How much is it to get another 5? That's 15, so I can't afford anything else yet. That's okay. So now I've got my first C item. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to equip the shield. So now I permanently have a shield. Well, no, that's not technically permanent. I could lose that shield before I get another one. If it gets burned or eaten, then I'll be out a shield until I buy another one. There's no way to get a Deku shield without buying it, I think. No, sometimes certain treasure chests will have them if you've lost them prior. But anyway. Got the Deku shield and the Kokiri's sword. So now's a good time to get some Deku sticks. Blah blah blah. If you want to see the great Deku tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Eh, what's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief! Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mido, will... blah, blah, blah. Okay. And here we go. You got a Deku stick. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to C left, C down, or C right. Set it to blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's our second C item. Let's go ahead and equip it. They can be used as weapons that have greater reach than the Kokiri sword, but they are fragile. They break easily after a few swings. Their main utility is in being able to light torches, but it's also possible to lose Deku sticks that way. If you let them burn too long without putting them away, then they burn up. But if you do put it away, then then whatever timer there is that determines whether or not it burns up gets reset. Listen carefully to blah blah blah. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily thou hast felt it. Agiar2000, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you. Yeah. Then enter, brave Agiar2000, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Agiar2000, and Agiar2000, when Navi speaks, use C up to listen well to her words of wisdom. Okay. Sorry I'm skipping stuff on this first session. I just don't have the patience to sit through it all again right after I just did it once, and had to start over from scratch because I didn't set up my microphone correctly. Okay, so we're maxed out on Deku sticks, but we can still collect more Deku nuts and rupees. Yeah. Welcome. So 5 pieces gets you 15, 10 pieces. Okay, so there's no bulk discount here. Okay, so I've got 15 Deku nuts now. I'm going to keep my eyes out for more rupee opportunities. I'm not going to go out of my way too much for just green rupees. I'm going to try and stick to looking for the big uns. Let's see. Okay, Lost Woods. And then the grassy area of the meadow. Alright, so I'm going to go after the first secret grotto, which is the forest stage, I believe. I want to get to it early just to show it, but we can't do much with it until I start getting masks, which won't be for a little while. Here we are. We got business scrubs to deal with. That's overpriced Deku seed. Overpriced Deku sticks. You should never have to buy Deku sticks. They're so easy to farm. Like, I didn't even have to go out of my way, and I already have all the Deku sticks I can hold. Here's the forest stage. Come back with a mask, and something interesting may happen. Win fabulous prizes, it says. So yes, we will definitely be back for that. Ow! I guess I might have been a little bit too... in a little too much of a rush. Okay. Okay, the next one, Sacred Forest Meadow. There's a bug. We can't do anything with it now because we don't have a bottle, but in the future, we will be able to do something with bugs. Easy peasy. Yay! Got my life back and got a blue rupee. One more green rupee and I'll have enough to buy 5 more Deku nuts. I'm not here to farm rupees though. Yay, 15 rupees. Now the main reason I'm here is to find the second secret grotto, which is also a fairy's fountain. Yay. There it is. Okay, so we've seen it. That's enough for now. There's nothing to do there because I don't have a bottle into which I can store a fairy, and also I am not missing any life energy, so I can't heal with one. And that's it. Okay, so now we're ready to start the first dungeon inside the Deku tree. Well, almost. I do want to get maxed out on Deku nuts in preparation. And I think 20 is the maximum I can carry at this point, at the beginning of the game. Let's find out. Actually, I am going to go down a slightly slower way, because I want to collect more rupees. Never hurts to have more. Yay. Alright. Yep. Okay, now I'm all stocked up, all prepped and ready. Let's do it. So, yep, we do have that sword spinning technique from previous games. We can do it either by charging up, by holding B and then releasing it, or by spinning the control stick really quickly and then pressing B. That's trickier, but probably faster. Okay. Inside the Deku tree. First order of business is to get the dungeon map. I am gonna cut these things as I encounter them, just so I can collect the, come on. Look at this wall! The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Agiar2000. Yeah. Nice. Okay. I don't want to climb it. I wanted to come around here, kill all the Deku Babas, and come up the ladder. Okay. going to ignore the skull waltulas for now, because nothing I can do with them until I get the fairy slingshot. But for now, you found the dungeon map. Okay. Next order of business is the fairy slingshot I mentioned. The big treasure of this first. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. So, interestingly, I didn't find Navi annoying when I don't remember finding her annoying when I played this as a kid. But dang, I understand why so many people found her annoying now. When playing through the game a subsequent time, not being able to skip through some dialogue can be a bit annoying, because it's like, I already know all these mechanics, I already know what happens, I'm ready to just blaze on through. Okay. Gonna run and jump, and collect. Fairy slingshot. Press C to take it out and hold it. As you hold C, you can aim with the control stick if you want to shoot right away. When you first press C, hold down C a little longer to get a seed ready. Okay, so it uses Deku seeds. So now we have the fairy slingshot. We also have this, the bullet bag, which holds 30 Deku seeds. Let's see. Now, we don't need any more life energy, but I do insist on opening every treasure chest in the game, which includes this one. You got a recovery heart. There are also that includes treasure chests that contain freeze traps. Even though all they do is hurt you, they still can appear on the map as chests to be found, and I don't like leaving anything unopened like that, so I will be taking the damage from those traps, just like when I played through the original The Legend of Zelda game. I went ahead and found all the little secret areas, including the ones that just cost you money. So that's part of how I approach my completionist it's part of my completionist approach, I should say. Okay. Yay, Deku seeds. You got Deku seeds. These are small, hard seeds that you can use as bullets for your slingshot. Okay. Next, we get the compass. Found the compass. Alright. So that lets us see the locations of chests and the boss enemies, I mean. And lets us see which direction we're facing, where we came in to rooms and stuff like that. Woo, that was close. I didn't have to do that yet. That just opens the door to get out, but I don't actually want to leave yet, because there's another important thing in this room. The first of 100 gold sculptulas. Okay, so we destroyed a gold sculptula and got a token proving we destroyed it. We open up that recovery heart, or we collect that recovery heart we don't need. But yes, here is our first gold sculptula token. We'll get rewarded for collecting certain milestones of them. Sort of like the secret seashells, except more useful, I would say. Oh well. You know what? No, I'm gonna go try and see if I can get him. Woo! Hey, 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 hey! Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I messed up that fall, so let's try again. I messed it up only because I was going for those rupees, which is a bit silly, because I know that by the end of the game, rupees will be almost worthless. But that's not the case yet. I can still definitely use plenty of rupees. I don't know what it is I need to buy next, but I know there are things I'm going to want to buy. Okay. Whee! That was close. Almost landed on the ground there. That would have hurt. Okay. Another gold sculptula. Yay. And now another gold sculptula. Haha. Okay. Now, there is a chest back there. This switch turns on that torch, lights that torch. This chest just contains a recovery heart. So far, despite my haste, I've been doing pretty well at not getting damaged, knock on wood. Alright. And now we're basically on our way to the boss. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there are some interesting things underwater. Pressing that switch lowers the water level temporarily, which allows us to ride underneath the spiked bar when we ride on top of this floating platform. Stand next to this block and grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. If you stand next to the block and press A while pressing the control stick towards the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Let's see, is there anything over here? Yeah, there's some shrubs. To deal with that, because all it's for is for producing Deku sticks, which if I'm good I won't need any more than I have. Alright. So that was a bit of a waste of Deku Seeds. I could have easily killed it without shooting it the way I normally kill big Skulltulas. But this is... Now, the weirdest thing about these is you can kill them, but only if you aim higher than it appears like you need to. Those are Goma larvae. They're a little more dangerous than the typical enemies you find in this part of the game. Can't get through there until we have the bombs. Can't get bombs till we have the bomb bag. Get the bomb bag until we leave this area, so... Alright. Really? That's weird that I missed so much. It's a little bit of a waste killing the withered Deku Babas when I already have all the Deku sticks that I can carry, because the withered Deku Babas just come right back. Like the shrubs grow back without you even having to leave the room. Okay, I think I can survive this. Yeah, okay. Now for the three brothers. 2. 3. 1. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie, sorry about that. Alright. So here we can see we got our 3 gold Skulltula tokens for this area. We have the compass, the dungeon map. We've explored every room that appears on the map. And it's time to finish this dungeon. Hello, Queen Goma. Now, for your very first boss, this can be a little scary, especially Parasitic Armored Arachnid Goma, especially because you only have 3 heart containers so far. For that reason, I think sometimes these Zelda games get easier as they go along, because even though the enemies get tougher in some ways, they do less damage to you as a proportion of your life. It takes more hits to kill you as the game goes on, because assuming you're collecting all the pieces of heart and all the heart containers and other sorts of defense upgrades or whatever. Hell yeah. Heart container number 1. So that brings us up to 4 hearts. And we exit. Well done, Agiar2000. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? I'm going to show you what happens when you say no. No, Agiar2000, thou must know my time is short. It's like, but thou must, from Dragon Warrior. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule, for it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Feror, the goddess of courage. Din. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the red earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Feror, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens. And golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Agiar2000, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is a spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku tree. The future depends upon thee, Agiar2000. Thou art courageous. Navi the Fairy, help Agiar2000 to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Save the world, my final message. Goodbye. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Agiar2000. Double exclamation mark. Or question exclamation point. Goodbye, great Deku tree. Bit of a grim end to the first session, the first dungeon, a major dungeon. Alright, so that's all I've got for you this time. The future is going to be interesting because there are going to be it's going to take a lot longer to get through the following major dungeons than it took to get through this one. But here is our first major quest item, Kokiri's Emerald. So I'm probably going to split the quest for the next major quest item, the Goron's Ruby, into multiple sessions, multiple episodes. Not quite sure where I'm going to draw the line. I'm going to work that out and figure it out. But I intend for the next episode to be up in a week. And a week from when this is uploaded, or when this is published, rather. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. I look forward to any comments you'd like to leave. That always really makes my day if I see any comments. So, bye-bye.